This is Santi, aka Ocean on the Rocks, coming back to you guys with Recognizing the Game episode 29. Black Flag. Y'all through Sabes, you know what it is. So, we're continuing with semen retention and the fight for your masculinity part 7. So, some things that came to my mind that were from a couple of years back. There was this girl that I was interested in, and when I approached her, I took a little bit more time than I needed to, over the span of some weeks. But when I approached her, she told me that she was talking to someone and that she was trying to stay true to the process. But the way that she worded it, however, was that she was trying to stay faithful. And I was like, I understand, I get that. Some people would be like, well, how do you know that she was talking to someone, or she could have been saying that and wasn't being honest? When I pay attention to the timeline and how things flow with that coming semester and the next semester, she was talking to someone. Me being able to observe how she was and how she carried herself is the type of person that she is and was. And I could tell that she was being honest, you know what I'm saying? And one of my homies, he was like, why you ain't just ask if you could give her your number and you could still be her friend? I said, bruh, I'm not about to do all of that. To me, shit like that is dumb, and you're weak as a man. You already hear enough about rape culture and men being overly aggressive, showing all of that machismo and trying to assert their dominion over women or forcing women to do shit that they don't want to do. And you're weak as a man if a woman tells you no and you keep pushing the issue on the shit. Because your ego can't accept the fact that she's ultimately denying you access to her sexually. Because at least her wanting to kick it and hang out with you and stuff, sex can result from that. But you should be appreciative of being in her space, period. Especially if she's highly attractive. And see, appreciation comes from a place of being complete and, being who you are. And it's not coming from a place of neediness and lack. And if she's the type of female that attracts a lot of men on a regular basis, you need to be aware of that. I've never been the type to keep pushing and pursuing. If a woman tells me no, I just be like, shit, cool. Because hell, I've had women approach me. I've had women hop up in my DMs and shit. And I can tell off rip if I'm going to be interested in a certain type of female because I know what I like. You know what I'm saying? I know what I prefer. And I have a diverse type that I like. From slim to even voluptuous. And as soon as I see a woman that has kids, I'm like, nah. You have to be a certain type of female for me to even be entertaining that kind of shit. And not to disrespect women with children. But like I've stated before, I don't have any children. And so I'm not going to put myself in a position where I feel as though I'm settling for something that doesn't reflect who I am. Because if you don't have integrity, you don't have shit. You know what I'm saying? You don't have anything. So it's like if a woman tells a guy no, and then he just wants to keep pushing the issue, those are the same type of guys who have, for him to do that, he has to have a low self-esteem. He has to be hypersexual because he's in such a thirst state that he can't not go without that. For a man to be thinking about sex all the time, he can't be having any. Or to be talking about sex all of the time. Just being on a college campus back when I was in college, being around guys and they just have to say something about every woman that passes by. Like, bruh, can you just observe and sit in silence and just shut the hell up? And even to be vocalizing certain things in a way where you're going to come off or give off a negative impression to that woman. She's not even going to be attracted to you because of the type of energy you're putting out and the things that you're saying that are low frequency. Women desire sex just as much, if not more than men, but women understand with the whole aspect of slut shaming and religion. what I'm saying, religious indoctrination and the society that we live in, that they just can't be, you know, overly expressive about it. But with me, I respect women that are just, going to be vocal with it. I'm not bashing or passing judgment. You know what I'm saying? You have to use your discernment. But you're not about to use sex to fuck up what I have going on, and you're not going to dictate my lifestyle. But with men and just pursuing women, that's one of those things that you really have to take into consideration. How certain things that you do in regards to how you interact with women make you look. And so if a woman tells you no, and it is said, read the room, pay attention to what other ways non-verbally that she is telling you no. Can you tell that she may have other things going on and that it's just not the right time? Or is she giving off the energy that she's like, nah, I'm not interested in you, bro. Keep it moving. Like, I'm not interested. I'm not attracted to you. I've got a boyfriend or whatever. Just be aware enough in yourself to respect boundaries and respect what's going on around you and respect your masculinity. You know what I'm saying? Have some dignity about yourself. You get me? And you're not ever going to find a female that was like, Santi was all in my inbox. Santi was always talking about what he wanted to do to me and all that other shit. Now, I can be that if I was to get myself all caught up. Even having sexual conversations with women, it never got out of hand to the point where she had to block me or some shit. But yeah, it's a real problem. And that's why men keep falling by the wayside, because they're so dictated by their sexual energy to the point where they can't even hold themselves to a high esteem. Women are going to continue to be advancing in certain degrees because they put their sexual energy aside to get shit done. And we're talking about women who are successful and on the right path. So this doesn't apply to every woman. But in college, a woman can go and smash a dude on the weekend or in between classes or whatever and get her assignments and shit done, while guys will spend all of their time thinking about women and won't even do their homework, won't even study, But men utilizing that sexual energy in the right way, it being an issue, is because of the society that we live in. We've got all this religion and quote unquote guidelines that are supposed to be for the betterment of humanity, but that's not even what you're being given on a day-to-day basis in your natural life, in your everyday life. The truth is something you actually have to look for. You have to dig and search for it. You have to put the work in. But just to bring it back to the focal point of this video, think about what they'll say to you as a man if all you have is just sexual thoughts. All you think about is sex. And you're idealizing women and putting them on a pedestal because of the physical attraction and how they make you feel sexually. That is you giving them a value that they don't inherently have. It is a projection of your own imagination without you having ascertained the fact of who they are from knowledge based on experience. Unless you have had the time to converse with them, get to know what their philosophies are on life, and if they know their purpose and are living in that. That's when you can say, now I see her value in what she's doing. She's out here manifesting. She's out here enhancing, building, and creating. She's out here challenging the system. She knows herself and believes in herself. So your masculinity, it says a lot with how you interact with a woman and how much power you give them. Because like I said before, if you as a man don't have integrity, bruh, you don't have anything. And that is what I mean by recognizing the game. Love. Salute.